to the RunnerX podcast, where we talk about all things running. As many runners know, it's 90% mental. So join Coach Valerie and Coach Caroline as we go through the mental side of running. Welcome back to the RunnerX podcast. This is your Tough Love Tuesday with Coach Caroline. Today I want to talk about perception and how it feels when you run and what you should be doing about it. So I've been doing a little bit more running with my training, and what I wanted to kind of make you realize is that when you turn off the gear, you turn off the headset, you turn off the podcast, you turn off the music, and you just go out and you run for whatever you're going to do, you can really tune into your body. And this is what's really important. So I just was running back and forth in the parking lot of where we work out. And as I started off, I'd done some ball foot hops. I'd already, warmed up. And so I go off to run. And as I'm about halfway down the parking lot, I realized that I'm feeling it in my quads. Okay. I felt my quad. And my first thought was, I shouldn't be feeling it in my quad. I should be feeling it in my hamstring. So I immediately adjusted my fall point, right? I made sure that I was pulling so that my foot was, when I would put my foot to the ground, it would be right underneath me, right? And then I was pulling up with my hamstring. That told me, using my quad made me realize that I was lifting my knee instead of engaging and pulling from the hamstring. And so I adjusted it. I adjusted it within literally, wow, I feel that in my quad. I shouldn't be. Boom, I fixed it. And the rest of the way, all the way back, didn't feel it in my quad anymore. Next time out, I start feeling it in the side of my knee. And I realize, okay, why am I feeling it in the side of my knee? Because I'm probably over rotating in my ankles. I'm not like landing, and I hate to use the word landing, but I'm not letting my foot come down, right? I'm trying to land on the ball of my foot instead of like letting the foot be unrestrained. And I will tell you that the next go around, I could feel my ankle tensing up because now I was focused on my ankle. So I just kind of stopped. I shook my ankles out. I rolled them a bit. I shook my body out. I took a deep breath. I found my fall point, and I just thought to myself, fall and pull. And my ankles loosened up, right? I stopped thinking about my ankles, so my ankles weren't an issue, if that makes sense. My ankles no longer felt tight because I wasn't thinking about my ankles. When I got to the top, I thought, oh, okay, that felt much better. That's what we want you to do when you go out and run, when you're doing these drills. We want you to be aware. I want to be aware. Do my ankles feel tight? Do my calves, are they on fire? Do I feel it in my quad? Do I feel it in my knee? Is my neck getting tight? Are my shoulders getting heavy? Do my arms feel like they're getting a workout because maybe I'm hunched over? All of these things should be signals to you that your body's not in alignment, that you're not holding yourself upright, that you're not falling. Maybe you're falling too far. Maybe you're leaning. These are all cues that should tell you right away that you are not using proper form. And all you have to do is stop and think to yourself, what causes that to happen? My quads mean my hamstrings aren't engaged, right? If I'm feeling it in my neck and my shoulders, I'm possibly hunched over. My head might be too far forward. Is my head in front of my shoulders? Or is my ear, shoulders, hips, ankle all in line, right? Am I falling as a unit? Are my eyes looking out in front of me, or am I looking down at my feet? These are all things that can affect how you run, how you feel, if it feels hard, if it feels easy. The only thing that should be hard is your breathing and your heart rate, right? It's a cardiovascular exercise. Once you start using gravity and muscle elasticity, you stop making it about the muscles. You stop making it about, it's a hard workout. You start making it be a cardiovascular workout. And that's when things really need to change. So I hope you will join me this week in going out for shorter distances and really focusing on what do I feel? Am I feeling it in my quad? Am I feeling it in my ankle? Am I feeling it in my neck? Am I feeling it in my arm? And then adjusting for that. And we'd love to hear from you if you were finding that you were feeling it someplace and you didn't know what to adjust. Maybe you were feeling it in your knee and you didn't know what to do. Maybe you were feeling it in your ankle and you couldn't loosen it up. Go ahead and reach out to us at support@runnerx.fit and ask us a question. And Valerie will answer it on her Wednesday Lives on Facebook at 10:30 Central Time. And we'll see you then. Thanks, guys. Thank you for joining us on the RunRx podcast. If you'd like to know more, join us at www.runnerx.fit. And if you have additional questions that you'd like answered on the podcast, email us at support@runnerx.fit.